Hello, divine beings. Hello, divine creators. We are Kemet. Thank you so much for joining us. We are so happy to have you with us at this time. We are learning that our frequency would like us to sound our naming as Kemet and not Kemet. Kemet. There is some vibrational, I won't say importance, but there's a resonance and there is almost like a chord that is struck with Kemet, and we've been feeling it since we have been consciously aligning and allowing ourselves to recall Kemet. So should you be curious about the difference in pronunciation that we are now sharing our naming, it is simply as guided and as felt. Right, so let us see what we are experiencing, what is up for conversation, what are we learning? Just before we begin, we were asked, there was a request in a Q&A session we had last Saturday. By the way, we will be having Q&A, donation Q&As, the end of every month. So the last Saturday of every month, that's when we're going to have donation Q&As, where you can ask a question, ask us any question, and should we be able to answer, meaning should it be available, the answer, should it be possible to answer it, then we can and we will. Then you can donate and contribute. We might suggest a soul session, a one-on-one session, and there's different ways of answering. We have been also beginning in starting almost like doing meditation or starting an integration, then releasing you to complete it on your own, which has always been fun. It felt like a takeaway, like a takeout. You know, you order a takeout, we begin it, then you just go on your journey, and then when you're ready, you can rejoin the group. So it's been quite fun to experience how the Q&A is just doing its own thing. And so we look forward to more of you joining, should that align. Otherwise, we had a request in the session for a 888 portal day live, a live special for the 8-8 portal for 2024. This year reduces to an 8, so it's 888, which is quite a beautiful number and powerful. Lionsgate energies. And we have been, a month ago, we were really within the unknown energies, quite fixed there, and we couldn't really access the Lions Code energies. And after that tummy bug clearing energy and a lot of the intense integrations, we have found ourselves right in the middle of known and unknown, a balancing of both. It feels a lot more grounded and stable. Even we feel our work has become a lot more almost intense in its focus and its potency, and it feels like we're finally settled, and the settled state allows us to access now the lines, get all the known energies, which is why the star sign readings also coming through. And yet we are bringing them through unknown energies, right? We're not using what's already been received by it. Yes, we might perhaps bring through that Lion's Gate is the alignment of Sirius, Orion, Egypt, and the sun in the sign of Leo, yet what we bring forth from it is not necessarily what people traditionally will say is happening at this time. Each of you, of course, will experience different things. So we will be putting up, or rather we will be connecting with you live on the 8th of August. It does resonate. We are going to do 8 p.m. South African time. It's a bit later on, simply because the Thursday is a work day, and we would like to still leave space open for bookings for those of you who would like to book one-on-one sessions for the Lionsgate itself. We are now able to integrate the Lionsgate energies, which we really enjoy. We were a little bit saddened earlier, not just a little bit saddened. I mean, we try not to hold anything too responsible for our well-being. So when we were still quite in the unknown and we received that we can't access it from where we were, we're like, oh, okay, well, We really do enjoy those energies, and being able to channel and bring them through for everyone, because they're so different and so powerful and so unique. And we are just so happy to be able to now bring it through again. So for those of you who are wanting to connect with us on Lionsgate, we do have availability. I believe at 4 p.m. South African time and 6 p.m. South African time we have availability. And then at 8 p.m. we will have an 888 portal special. We will put up a post and remind everyone closer to the time. So it's not this week Thursday, but next week Thursday at 8 p.m. South African time. And it is on a work day, so we're not sure how it'll work with everybody abroad. Yet, of course, we will upload it. We'll keep that one uploaded. And so you'll be able to receive it afterwards. And the energies will still be active. And of course, contributions are welcome and really greatly appreciated through the live session. It really does help us along the way. Okay. Is that it? Yes. Okay, we're ready. So, Source, what would you like us to know today? Okay. Step into your power. Step into your power. Step into your power. Step into your magic. The physical is now really aligned with Source. And we have been experiencing that personally through these purgings and through these clearings. We are feeling the physical is really trying to allow us a balanced experience of Source and physical, of unknown and known, of shadow and light. And after our week of integrating and purge, we have never felt so balanced and so grounded and so at ease. It was quite remarkable. For generally, when we did have any food poisoning, any tummy bug in the past, we'd feel quite drained in the beginning, but at the end of this, we're like, whoa, we feel energized, we feel revitalized, we feel good. And it was definitely an energetic experience. We understand it now, even though it was quite uncomfortable. We are grateful for it. And we have also, of course, aligned, and we have channeled with Source that can the integrations be less physically painful for our personal journey. We no longer wish to really have pain and suffering, an illness or anything like that for an integration, that we are able to navigate it in a way which allows ease. We really are, it feels like it's an awakened mission almost. We feel it's a very new energy. We feel quite strongly about it, that integrating with Source, being Source, does not have to be suffering, does not have to be pain, does not have to be illness, does not have to be discomfort. It can be an ease, it can be a pleasant experience. And yes, of course, there'll be challenges and everything else, the releasing and setting boundaries and everything else, but the frequencies themselves do not need to elicit pain. They do not need to be transmuted or integrated through discomfort or pain or lack, right? Or suffering. That has been quite a big, it feels, mission now for us. And we have been doing a lot of work with the collective, integrating collective energies to allow a balance, a balancing, that when we are Source, there is abundance, there is love, there is joy, there is peace, there is stability. That feels that is the it feels quite an important new aspect. When we were Lisalo over last year, that didn't really feel like the most. I mean, we were slowly integrating and aligning with the more pleasant experiencing of Source. But now as Kemet, it feels like it's top of the list. That Source is pleasant and beautiful and joyous and healthy and wealthy and comfortable and abundant and stable and joyous and a beautiful feeling. It is no longer a suffering, a self-sacrificing kind of energy. We no longer need to go through those ways. Excuse us, our throat chakra. So step into your power. Be your authentic self in all spaces. Don't be shy about your magic. Don't be shy about your weaving abilities, about your integrating abilities, about your channeling. it's okay for you to let people know, yes, I work with energy. Yes, I'm a healer. Yet I own a business. Yes, I'm a healer, but I'm also an accountant. Yes, I'm an energy worker, yet I'm also run a restaurant, or I'm a medical doctor, or I'm a scientist, or whatever it might be, and yet I'm an energy healer. And bringing that energy into your physical reality amplifies it. There's almost a feel of fear that no, if I'm now my source energy in this space, will make people uncomfortable. It's not appropriate. And the thing is, it is not as though you are like the religions trying to convince people to be something. It's not that faith that needs others to believe as you believe in order for you to believe what you believe. It's not that kind of energy. This is you just being your authentic self in that space, you know? So if you're feeling, oh, no, my workstation, this place, people are vibing in and out, the energy isn't really settled, I'm going to bring some crystals. So you putting rose quartz in your workspace office and not caring what people think about it. You maybe doing a little candle ceremony, lighting a candle and doing an integration, raising the frequency and blowing it out without caring what people are thinking in the next space. Obviously, it can even be a nice scented candle so they don't really mind the beautiful aroma for that 5 minutes while you're doing your integration and meditation. You doing your weavings there, you channeling, you just being in your own space and being in your own vibe, and you'll always know it will never be invasive. That is what we are experiencing when we really one of the main reasons why we went and go to gym is, one, the grounding, and two, we really enjoy the physicality of our body, because a lot of the work we do is very light and energy. So gymming and the weights and the grounding assists us to feel quite physically present, but also it gave us a understanding of how people experience our energy now in a way which isn't too invasive. Because when you go to work out to gym, you go to work out, it's not necessarily a social event. People aren't going to come and want to get to know you. It's people do their own thing. So it's people around you, but also people doing their own thing. So it's there's no pressure to be. You can just literally be yourself. So we enjoy that energy. And we really just witnessed how, because of that, in between sets, we'll start channeling. Sometimes look at the mirror, ooh, we're having an integration. Sometimes we're doing, especially the unicorns love it when we do quads extension. So that one where you're seated and you're extending your legs. The unicorns love it. As soon as we're there, ooh, okay, ultraviolet, ooh, okay, unicorn, ooh, okay, unicorn, collective, okay. And then we just count, doing our 10 reps and then taking a break, integrating, and then doing our 10 reps, taking a break, integrating. And then people will pass and they're like, oh, we'll just hear, oh, he's meditating again. And it's just such an ease. Nobody's bothered by it. Nobody's rushing me. Nobody's anything, because I'm still exercising and it's not disrupting anyone. And it's just such a fluidity, and just experiencing how the energies aren't repelled or aren't shied away from. They actually work quite harmoniously, and just people I wouldn't expect, or who just look like they're not very friendly, who look like, these are maybe very conservative and very, this is me at gym, that kind of energy, being very happy when they see me, very light, literally stopping their crazy exercise, which I would never stop. I'm like, why are you stopping to say hello to me? That looks like you need to focus. No, how are you? We didn't see you last week. We love your energy. And I'm like, whoa, all of a sudden it's such a welcome space. And it's not necessarily that I do anything. It's not that I've been doing any work on any of them. I'm just in my own world with the unicorns or the stars, or and then sometimes I'm just really grounded and focused in the present because I have no integrations, right? And yet it just allows me a gauge, and that's quite important, we feel. Source is saying, allow yourself to be in spaces. Well, each and every single space you're in, be your authentic truth. Yet if you're still struggling, maybe at work or in spaces, to really allow that, allow yourself to maybe sign up for a class, maybe an art class, a dance class, a cooking class, a culinary class, um, anything that allows you to be surrounded by people where you feel just safe to be your energy. That gives you a lot more practice being around people and being your authentic truth. It also allows you an experiencing of your energy and how people receive it and what your energy does and how it feels like. And the more you engaging there, the more you will find yourself at ease to do so at work, because you're no longer petrified how people are going to see you or respond to you, how people are going to co-create with you. It almost allows you to chill. Source says we all need to take a deep breath and chill and just be, and stop being so uptight about how you are perceived by others. It doesn't serve you. It is time that you really claim your source power and allow the magic you are to be a reality. Stop shelving your source energy. Stop shelving your magic. Stop shelving your spiritual side for only personal energy. Source is saying you are a spiritual being 24/7. Stop putting it on and off. It's splintering your energy. When you are allowing yourself to be your whole spirit source self 24/7, you finally allow your whole physical reality to be of source. Then you start really witnessing your abundant changes and the flows come through, because you are allowing your physical manifest reality to be born of the foundation of source. You're not switching it on and off and then still surprised that the situations or the co-creations aren't really working out or aren't fluid. You are the one that's being indecisive about your frequency, so of course the energies of creation are going to be indecisive to you. They honor you, they mirror what you are doing. But if you are source and authentic in your frequency in those spaces, that is all you're going to receive, source manifestations along the way. It allows you a feel for your power. It allows you to claim your power. It allows you to embrace your power. It allows you to come to a knowing of your power, for now you get to experience it, to see it, to literally, practically, physically experience. So says you're done with the theory work. It's time that you now do the practical examinations, the practical experiments by being your source frequency in the physical world and witness how you are received. You're going to be quite surprised. It's not as traumatic and as painful as you will think it is. Yes, in the past, not quite received, but right now the physical is open, is responsive, is compatible, is aligned with source. And the humans are also part of the physical, so they are too. Even those who are unawakened, when you are in your source space, they can't help but feel the love you are, and in your presence they are just open. It doesn't mean they're going to be there all the time. So again, as empaths, do not create relationships with the idea of the person or the potential of the person. See where they are in their reality. Know that yes, in this present moment when you are source, they connect to source and they're there. But when you leave, they might do the work and stay, or they might switch back, and that's okay. But remember to see where the person is, so that you do not create these bonds of where you are just used for your energy, but rather where you feel, okay, so that person, when I speak to them, they are present, but at least that helps me with my work. It helps me so that I don't have to now deal with all the drama. I can at least, when they meet me, boom, they're here, we can get work done. So that's a great plus for me. It doesn't mean we now need to be friends and I now need to get, no, it just means I'm glad my source energy is the dominant frequency and it aligns you so this co-creation can work. And then you will find others who are doing the source work themselves, and you will find, okay, nice, they are source whether I'm there or not. My energy, they do not require my energy. They're not dependent on my energy to be within source. My energy doesn't anchor them. They're already anchored in theirs. They are living their potential. They are living their source frequency. They are living their destiny. These are the beings I can now co-create with in a more intimate way, because now we see each other as source at all times. It's a beautiful way for you to start reestablishing yourself in the physical world. And source is saying, you're ready. Don't be timid about it. You are loved. That is, we've been receiving that Six of Wands energy, and so saying that's what we're meaning. You are seen, you are celebrated, you are honored, you are respected. You just need to shine all the time. Be your truth. Even with family, even if it's somebody who's very stubborn, just be there and witness how all of a sudden their icy exterior melts with your ray of sunlight. You are such a powerful, beautiful being. It's time for you all to claim your power. Be it, express it, be your truth at all times. It's the key. It is truly the key. And don't trick yourself into thinking, no, but I am authentic, I do. And then when you go into those spaces, oh, but you do people please. Oh, but you do adjust. Oh, but you would have said that, but you can't, because what are they going to... Watch yourself. The only being you're tricking is yourself. The only being you are cheating yourself is you. The only being you're cheating is you, from existence, from experiencing source. You're not appeasing them. You're not making them feel better. You're cheating yourself. You're tricking yourself. You're denying yourself. You're allowing yourself not to exist for them. You're shifting out of source for them. You are dishonoring and betraying your frequency. It's just the truth. And once you understand that, you understand you would never want to do that to yourself. For love would never deny itself its own existence, and you are love. Stop denying yourself the love you are. Riatosh Kavi. Yes. Blessed be.